Dino's Workshop.
Hey up, this is the third part of this build. Still carrying on doing this unit for my daughter. I didn't want to do it all in one hit because the video would have been too long, but I just thought I'd show you basically how each part was built together. That's all the bits I'm going to be using, and that's what I'm going to be building. It's basically the unit that sits on top of the two end units now. So everything kind of went together pretty much as before with these keyholes, if you like, that fix everything together, certainly the main part of it. One thing I wish I'd done, like I mentioned previous, is I should have got me rubber mallet on the go. A white rubber mallet, because you've got to make sure is when you come to put the back in, like now, is the slots are lined up, and I found a few times where I hadn't kind of knocked them together enough. So the rubber mallet would come in handy. Using these little white pegs again for all the back end, the male and female pegs, and then moving on to putting the black pegs in. If you remember the ones on the sides, if you've watched the other videos, you'll know what I'm on about. But you'll see the black parts going in a minute. These are them black connectors, again male and female. It makes life very simple, to be honest with you. Like I've mentioned before, it's better than knocking all the nails in that you do on the PAX ones. Whether these would be solid enough for the PAX wardrobes, I don't know, but they're certainly good enough for these. These are now the brackets for fixing it back to the wall. Again, these they're like you've got like a screw bit on them, an adjuster bit, which kind of you adjust out to the wall. But because the daughter has kept the skirting boards on, in effect they serve no purpose. In fact, we haven't even fixed this unit back to the wall. All it is freestanding. I decided to leave all the doors and the shelves out until I'd got it on the two units on top of one another and fixed together. Again, pretty simple fixings. To be honest with you, they didn't take very long to put together at all, these units. Just a screw now to keep the two units together, and that's all it was. Just fixing the door stops in now, top and bottom. The top ones again have a bit of a rubber sticky pad on, just to soften the closing. And now it's time to put the shelf supports in. The shelves themselves have got a cutout in them, which a pane of glass goes in them. Again, that's just sort of freestanding. The shelves just sit in, and then the pane of glass just sits in a recess. I know a lot of people turn their nose up at Ikea stuff and what have you, this flat pack stuff, but I think it serves a purpose. I think for the money, this the whole unit, everything together, cost just over £1,000, and I think for that, I don't think it's too bad at all. As you can see now, that glass is going into the recesses. Like I say, it's just freestanding, that is. What we're hoping is, when it's all finished, there's going to go a flyover over the top with some downlighters in, which I've got to make. And we want to put some lighting in the cupboards. So yeah, well, we're hoping as it'll kind of shine through each shelf and light all the unit up. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens when it's all done. Just fitting the doors on now. Again, you've got a soft close and a standard hinge on each door. They went together pretty well. No major problems. A little bit of adjusting was needed, but that was all. Like I've just mentioned, there's going to be a flyover over the top of this. The idea is one light inside each cupboard, and then I think there's going to be 3 lights on the flyover bit with a bit of a plinth on. And basically I've got to make all that. We bought some paint from B&Q, tried to get a colour match. I mean, they did struggle a little bit, to be fair, because it isn't like a solid colour. So it'll be interesting to see how close the colour is, and we won't find that out until we paint it, basically. But hopefully it'll turn out all right. That's a picture of what's been built with all the sizes, if anybody's interested. Again, it's the Havsta range of stuff. And there we've now put the TV bracket on the wall. And the idea is, like I've mentioned, we're going to do that flyover, but then put a backboard on. We put the TV on, which, as you can see all the cables, but hopefully when there goes a backboard on, all the cables will be hidden then. Anyway, that's it. Hopefully I'll catch you on the next one, and keep an eye out for that final part of this build.